Man, probably a fun fact on me is that I like to read. Like I like to read. That's a lost art nowadays. Oh, my great uncle is Jesse Owens. He won 4 gold medals in 1936.
I always want to leave people with this, man, to all the viewers and everybody out there, man. Make sure you guys finish your story. Make sure you guys finish your journey because somebody's going to need it.
Yeah. All you got to do is push the back button. That's all you got to do. Push the back signal.
Try not to think about the future too much so you can maximize the now.
Who's your favorite rap artist?
Man, to be honest, it's crazy. Tupac always been my number one, right? Like he got me through so much stuff, but Lil Wayne has been in the modern day.
I said, what does it really take? What does it really take to be great, Drew? And he looked at me and he was like, you really want to know? And he was like, to be honest, everything you did to get here, you need to be consistent times 10.
Consistent times 10. What's up, everybody? Had y'all the dawn of night. It's Tuesday night, Taco Tuesday, some like to call it. 3 days away from the weekend. But welcome to the Sports Chatter Show. This is your boy, Coach Lee. Man, we're ready to get back at it like we're mad at it. Without that, any further words needed, I gotta bring in the man, the myth, the legend, Uncle Leroy Jr. What's happening, man?
Hey, man, I'm telling you, I like those intros. I don't know if it's the tacos or it's a Tuesday, but look, I'm telling you, I like how you bring me in. But, man, I'm eating these wings, just rocking from New Orleans. But, look, it's your dude, Uncle Leroy. Don't say the Leroy without the Junior. And we in the building on this Sports Chatter Show Tuesday. The show we talk about the hottest topics that's popping off in our group. So what's up, man? How's it going? Good seeing you.
Man, it's going, man. Besides this crazy weather, other than that, exciting today. You had the franchise tag stuff going on, big contract extensions signed, and all that good stuff.
Facts. I know there's a lot of people shaking up with that Russell Wilson move, but I wasn't surprised about that Aaron Rodgers because he showed droplets during the season. I've been said that like he's locked in, so. That wasn't a surprise.
He's definitely locked in. He kind of, did his little thing, those little temper tantrum, and he secured the bag.
Not the bag, a big bag, homeboy.
And that's
he had a $200 million contract, the largest in history. This guy getting $50 million a season.
50 million. There we go. That's our first topic for tonight. Shout out to Godfrey. He just simply said 4 years, 200 mil.
Facts. Hey man, shout out to our big leaguer, Ferris. He's our champion, man. He's hanging out with what he says. Russell doesn't have to go unless he wants to. Well, I mean, honestly, I think, he came, they was dangling him on the market last season when, New Orleans made claims that we were going to get him. When the Mayor Cantrell reached talking about on Twitter, like, hey, or Instagram, like, hey, yeah, you and Sierra can come down to New Orleans. So I think that was a test of the market, but I agree with you. He wanted to go, he wanted to leave from out of Seattle. So we'll see what happens out there in Denver. But what we talking about? What we got up with Mr. A-Rod? A-Rod.
So as stated, he signed the richest contract in NFL history with the 4-year, $200 million. That's an average of $50 million a year. So he kind of reached, but he is the reigning NFL MVP. The only part I ask is where they keep getting all this money from.
I mean, like honestly, the NFL is one of the largest. They make a lot of income. They do a lot of, they to me they really what you call America's sport.
I would
So,
agree with that.
you know, so I mean, of course, they're going to keep generating a lot of revenue. So, I mean, you know, the money going to keep funding it, and it's Green Bay. You know, so I mean, of course, you know, that's Green Bay. They got investors. They got that old school cheese money.
So for him, and his franchise, you know, the Green Bay Packers, it's kind of coming handy. You know, they were able to secure the bag with him, and then that allowed them to put the franchise tag on Devontae Adams. You know, they still got time to try to, you know, to ham out a long-term deal for him while he's under that another franchise tag. But it still gives them the flexibility to bring back the two biggest parts of their entire team. That's been one of the most dynamic duos and tandems in the last, you know, 3-4 years.
Yeah, that is true. That is true. But I mean, you know, when you pay, when you pay someone over this way, someone else doesn't get paid. So I mean, I'm waiting to see how this plays out because with this big deal, someone's not going to get paid. Someone's going to leave this table unhappy. So I'm just waiting to see who it's going to be.
They got a couple of I ain't no Packer fan. I know we got some in the group, but I think that might hurt them a little bit with their offensive line, if I'm not mistaken. So let's look at some of these comments because this is the Sports Chatter Show, and this posting alone, which is, I think he posted it today, 8 hours ago, and it's already has 100+ comments. We're not gonna go through all 100+ of them, but first person, as soon as he posted, probably our biggest Packer fan in the group, Bumpy.
None other.
He said, I tried to tell people, LOL. Then Godfrey said, I just want to see him win Super Bowls from now on. I can care less about the money. He's too talented for one Super Bowl. That probably set Bumpy off, man. He don't play defense and special teams, so it's on him. It's on him. He definitely shows up.
Well, I would have to disagree. He does play offense and defense because, he can keep the team. He can keep the offense on the field for a long time, and he can beat you under 60 seconds. So,
yeah,
he is.
He will come back on you.
Right.
He definitely will come back on you. So this is a good point here. I've seen games where he as much as the defense and special teams. All in all, time for him to cash in on the Super Bowl title. Brady's gone. Rams only have 1 or 2 good seasons left, and their only formidable threats are Kansas City and Buffalo.
Well, might have a point there.
I can see that. So let me ask you this. I know, I probably dislike him more than you. I respect him, But do you think he's underachieved for his career?
In comparison to, what the team he's with and the player he's coming behind, which is Brett Favre, I mean, I do. Because we always know it's that ceiling he's going to hit. We expect it of the Green Bay Packers. So, I mean, this is an opportunity to actually see, because now, the team to hunker down and say, hey, you know what? You're our guy. So, all that wondering like, hey, what I got to do after this is gone. So we'll see. They had a good push this season, but we'll see next season.
They're going to have to make a decision, because I'm looking here now. As of right now, they have 53 players signed, but they are $49.2 million over the salary cap.
Oh wow, that's not good.
Yeah, they are way over. So it's gonna, you can bring Adams in and whatnot, but they definitely are in a win now type of situation.
I mean,
you just extend him to
when
that.
you spend $200 million, I think it's safe to say you're in a win now situation. So I definitely agree with you.
So see, they have Rodgers right now, Zadarius Smith, then Devontae Adams. Based off of his contract last year, they are the two highest. Then you get to Preston Smith. I think they just brought him in last year as a free agent. Then David Bakhtiari. So you're 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Your fifth highest paid player is your left tackle, which that's cool. But then after that, you got to go down 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 more spots before you get to your right tackle. So just like I'm thinking, they're gonna need that offensive line. They're gonna have to hit in the draft, and some people gonna have to overproduce. He ain't gonna have nobody around him.
Because Aaron Rodgers is aging, and one thing, he's not known for his feet. So with him aging, they're definitely gonna have to hunker down and get someone out the draft, because I don't think they clearly don't have the cap space to go out there and be dominant in this free agency. So I'm looking forward to see what they do.
They're gonna pull some a rabbit out of the hat like your squad do, huh?
Facts. That's who we do. Who that?
So what does it mean for Jordan Love?
I mean, he had to wait his turn.
Damn, I don't think he's gonna see the field, man. Because he's been there 3 years already, I think. This is about to be his third year.
So I mean, it's either he's gonna see the field, he'll have to wait it out, or he's gonna be trade bait. And I actually think that's what's gonna happen, because with my team, New Orleans Saints, they're not confident in Taysom Hill, and the Saints is not confident in Jameis Winston. So this actual, free agency for quarterbacks is going to be pretty interesting. So Jordan Love might get some traction on that market.
I can see that. Who would you say is their better running back there? Aaron Jones or A.J. Dillon?
Jones is proven. Dillon is just is hearsay.
Okay, I can respect that. Reason why I asked, so for this year coming up, Jones, it's a $5.8 million cap hit. 2023, he's a $20 million cap hit.
Woo!
See, Williams said the Packers can't win a Super Bowl if they can't get the special teams on track. In fact, it haunted them all season and bit them in the butt at the most inopportune time. Agreed with that.
Fact. That's a really good call out. Because and that's what's funny, because what did this payment, what did this big bag show? Did it show that they appreciate Aaron Rodgers? Because he's definitely had his best years behind him. He might have one more good year, but his best years are behind him. So right now, what is this team? What are they paying for? What is the Green Bay Packers expecting? Because they can't make much moves after this. So definitely want to see what happens with this.
So the wide receiver position is pretty important position. Amari Rodgers, the franchise tag on Adams, Randall Cobb, and a couple of guys I'm not too familiar with at all. Rico Gafford, Juwan Winfrey, and Chris Blair. But everybody else that's left on there, Scantling, Brown, people that kind of contribute to them. Malik Taylor. 2 out of those 3 is unrestricted free agents. So they still got receivers they got to sign.
But I mean, just like Tom Brady, a receiver is just a number with gloves. Aaron Rodgers has made plenty, he's made plenty of receivers like Valdez Scantling. We can say, Randall Cobb. So many guys that he's made. So I don't think that would actually be a problem. Him just finding, the Green Bay Packers getting some type of leverage on the receiver position.
I agree with that. I can see that. A couple of more other comments because I want to be the Bumpy Nelson show. But Hector says, so with Rodgers signed, I guess they used the franchise tag on Adams. The Bumpy says, nope, stay tuned. Okay.
Yeah, I think we're all going to stay tuned to that because, clearly, Adam wants to play with Aaron Rodgers. But to what expense? Because at the end of the day, it's like, hey, Aaron Rodgers has got a bag. So Devontae Adams is definitely going to want to expect the same thing. So, we're going to see how that goes.
And, I know, like I say, I'm not the resident Packer fan, but it's interesting that you said that about Adams to see how this goes. Because I heard it was last week. Everybody knows that him and I think it's Brett Jennings.
Yes.
Greg Jennings. They don't get along too well. And he was saying how he was kind of disappointed because he always goes around. So I'm talking about Rodgers, and he's telling other players to, hey, look out for the team. We need to sign other guys and stuff like that. But with him, it's always about money and his money. And I think that's probably part of it. I wonder what his teammates actually think about him. I know the guys that's played with him, namely the receivers. 2 of them, they don't have any harsh words for him per se, but they ain't got no rounding, bringing endorsement about him either.
Fact.
He's a little high maintenance.
Everyone knows he's a prima donna.
Facts on that, man. Facts on that. But we're going to see how it's going to go. They got to maneuver this stuff. They way over the salary cap. Some going to have to give. They either going to cry now or cry later. You keep moving money around, guess what's going to happen? Got to make some hard decisions. Yeah, I know about that firsthand. But yeah, man. So we're going to take our first break for tonight. I don't know about you, but looking forward to our next topic. We'll be back in about 15, 20.
All right, let's roll with it.
Yes, sir.
What's up, guys? It's your boy Gritty checking in. This Friday I'm live with STWF Media, man. Little interview coming soon with everybody. Y'all tune in, man. We got some big coming. Let's get it.
And we back, man. So this next one got an international flavor to it. It's actually was a candidate. It's a candidate for the OTSBS show. So we're gonna roll with it, man, because at the end of the day, it's all bad timing, man.
Yeah.
And this is the story that I'm pretty sure my viewers may or may not be familiar with. But former Baylor Bear, WNBA superstar Brittany Griner, found herself in a little bit of hot water. She plays overseas during the offseason of the WNBA, and she got caught with drugs. She had some vape, I'm assuming it had marijuana contents and whatnot, or hash, or something of the sorts. But she got popped with it at the border. Oh, I'm sorry, at the airport. I misspoke. And she has now been detained, and she could face up to, I believe, it's 10 years in prison.
Correct.
Over in Russia.
But the thing is they're saying she's smuggling it. That's what that's what I'm laughing at. That's what strikes me as just jacked up. It's like that whole smuggling charge, like that that word right there just changes the whole game. I mean, for a couple of vape pens that I'm pretty sure they knew that were there. So I don't know. Like the facts of the fact, like definitely this is bad timing because she's definitely, I don't like recently they showed a picture of her standing with her name with the standing in a police station with the sign that had her name on there. Didn't have the date that she was arrested, but just showing that, hey, I was arrested. Like she's clearly being a pawn for the Russian and this whole Ukraine war.
Yup. I'm not laughing at her situation. I'm just laughing at this terrible timing. So she was detained in Russia. She could face up to 10 years in prison. She was busted by the custom officers because they found vapes containing hash oil in her luggage back in February. They did release a statement this Saturday confirming that the American two-time Olympic basketball champion has been taken into custody in February after a narcotics dog at the Sheremetyevo International Airport near Moscow alerted the athlete's luggage. They put the drug dogs on him.
But I'm like, how in the world? Like, if you've seen the video, she just casually put her stuff on the conveyor belt. Like, that's what I'm saying. Like, at what point did these dogs come on her? And then they went through and actually they went through her luggage. So it's a lot of question marks here.
Man, I don't know about you, but I watch a lot of TV, man. And one of my favorite shows I used to watch is a show called Locked Up Abroad. And those who may not be familiar with the premise of that show, it's exactly how it sounds. A lot of times, it's Americans over in other countries, either voluntarily or involuntarily, get caught with some type of drug paraphernalia or some banned object or substance, and they get shuffled over there in the system. They think they got rights over there like they do over here. You ain't back in Kansas no more. You're in a whole nother continent. You got to abide by their laws. I wouldn't even risk it, man. To be honest, if you're at that status, you should be able to, instead of having to travel with it, if that's your substance of choice, instead of having to travel with it, you should know who the plug is already, whatever city you're going to. You've already established that.
I mean, she's been a plug on these vapes for a while. So, and one thing is, it's always especially with being vapes and this whole thing, is like you always want to be that one person. So I mean, I guess it was a big thing that she was bringing these vapes in from Russia.
Mm-hmm. But why?
That part.
So hello, fellas. Is that two, maybe?
Look, when he said the daughter took the computer, I think it had to be two being Jack. Shout out to you, two, baby.
So let's go look at some of these comments from this post. This one, shout out to Frank Castle. He's the one that posted that. He says, she's grown, folks, but you think maybe her handler or her coach who all know what the players do, should have told her something. And Brian says, I think she's been playing in Russia during the WNBA offseason for a while. She should have known by now. That's true. And now ain't the time to be making stupid decisions and playing around like that. I didn't know she was playing up there in the offseason. Yeah. Gotta be careful with that.
And I'm gonna tell you what really makes this situation really, really, really bad. In addition to her being a U.S. Celebrity, she's gay. Russia have strict laws against gay.
Yep.
So she's really serving a hard time. Like she's not serving anything, but she's really getting a hard time out there. So my heart goes out to her. But at the end of the day, that is a big thing out there. They do have laws against gay people out there.
Mm-hmm.
So who knows if she's going to get out? And I don't want to put this on the political side, but some people saying that maybe Biden doesn't have the moxie to get that done.
Even if he does, do you think he want to be bogged down with that right now? He got other stuff going on. But I'll tell you this: a certain demographic is anxiously watching from afar to see how he handles this.
What demographic?
You're going to have the blacks that's going to be paying attention to what he's doing, and the LGBTQ community paying attention to what's going on.
That is true. That is true.
Two of the demographics that highly supports that party.
But they're just a drop in the bucket for everything else, though.
I'll agree with you. Women's sports don't matter in the USA. Yeah. I remember when I think it was the Middleball brother went over and he was stealing I think the Gucci bags or something like that over in China when he played for UCLA. And the former president had to assist in getting him off from over there. So at the end of the day, it's just going to be.
But this is, this goes beyond, women's sports or anything right now. This is just with USA. That's the only thing that really matters in this. It's the USA.
What do you think the outcome is going to be? She stays or goes?
That's a good question. I mean, and shit, I don't really have a good answer for you. I mean, whoever just said that, if it was Trump, I was just about to say, like, yes. I can't speak on Biden, man. Like, if Biden's in office, I'm just for worrying about clearing off menthol cigarettes. But hey, if it's Biden, we just gonna be here for a while. So I can't speak too much on that one. But we're going to take a quick break, and we're going to be back with more of the Sports Chatter Show.
What's good with the people? It's Montreal McNeander, NFL linebacker for the Cleveland Browns and Grambling alumni. I had to come through today. Give a special shout out to my dudes over at STWF Media, the big brand, where you can talk sports with the other NFL players, fans in their Facebook community. You know what I'm saying? Y'all go get them boys a shout out. Go check out their page. And I promise you, man, you're gonna love everything that you hear and enjoy it.
And boom, and we back with more of the Sports Chatter Show. This should do Uncle Leroy. Don't say the Leroy without the Junior. And man, so we're about to close it out. So just want to give a good shout out to everybody that tapped in with us. Appreciate y'all for hanging out. And y'all can catch us tomorrow at 7:30 at here on the Nothing But Basketball Show. So peace. Appreciate y'all.